Hey guys, how are you doing? It's me, Empress. We're back with another video, and today I'm going to share some of my experiences with you guys. And I know I've been sharing my experiences with you guys, and I haven't been basically like keeping track on what I shared and what story I told you guys, but I'm going to tell you guys like okay, so I'm just gonna talk, and then whatever comes to mind I'll tell you guys, because the way that I shut down my doubt, right, about manifestation was crazy. Because in January of this year, I was literally told, during my internship, since I couldn't find a position for the field which I was trained in for a good 9 months, and I did my projects, I did everything I was supposed to do, and for some reason I couldn't get the position that I wanted or the position that I trained for. So I was told I was given two choices. I said, okay. I was like, what are my options? They told me it's either you take a demotion of getting paid $3 an hour to be a server, which I'm not downsizing being a server because I used to be a server, but I said I want to make a career out of the field where I work. Because main reason why I want to do this is because I want to own my own restaurant. So I learned all the positions in that field, which is as food and beverage. I learned all the positions. I learned the busser. I was a bus girl before. I was a hostess. I was a server. Like my whole entire work life was food and beverage and a little bit of office. So I did admin work for a good 2 years because I did health insurance. And I also did call center work. But I just know that I want to have my own restaurant and I want to have my own bar and all of those things. So I know what I want in my life. I have my goals. So I was told I need to be a server and get $3 an hour. And I was getting like $25 an hour, I believe. It was $25. So I said, okay, what is my second option? They're like, if you don't choose that, then you'll be forced to, not forced, but you'll eventually have to sign a self termination letter to get like kicked out of the company. I said, okay. They told me that I focus on a better outcome, guys. The funniest thing, I kept finding other like job ads coming on my Instagram page, because don't forget that we are energetic beings. So whatever you thinking about, whether you go on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, your algorithm will change based on what you are focusing on. So basically, I kept finding other jobs. I'm like, no, I want to stay in this company. I want to stay in this company. Other people were like, oh, you should think about, because I only had 2 weeks to decide. And they're like, you should think about, applying to other companies. I'm like, no, I want to stay in this company for some good reason, because I stayed focused on gratitude. Although I was a little bit disappointed, I stayed focused on gratitude. I kept finding other job ads, and I'm just like, no, I want to stay in this company. I asked questions. I was so determined to stay in that company, even though when everybody was telling me to choose something else, and my intuition was telling me like apply somewhere else. I'm like, no, I want this, do that. So the 2 weeks passed by, and now we're in 48 hours before I make that final decision. I was not crying, because this time I did not cry. I said, you know what? I've done more extreme stuff. I was a single mother. The person that I had a child with told me that I would not amount to anything, that me and my child will suffer for the rest of our lives, because I should stay with him and still like do things with him even though he's not my boyfriend, all of those things, just so he could take care of his kid. And I said no. Like, and that right there was the most scariest decision that a 20-year-old could have taken in their life as a woman in society. I said no, because a lot of times you have to make the scariest decisions in your life. And I didn't know what I was going to do without him helping me as her father. I didn't know what I was going to be doing. Guys, when I tell you, in 2020, when he told me that if I don't sleep with him, he's not going to help me with my child. And I told him, fuck no. I said no. I was like, no. I said no. I literally said no. I said, you know what? If you think that you are going to be the reason why I suffer for the rest of my life, just so I could stay with you, so you could help me with your own child, I said, honey, you have another thing coming. I was like, you will never see. I was like, you will never know what bravery you will know what bravery looks like. I was like, no. I took the bravest choice of my life. I said no. I said, because I already could see that the relationship is going to be toxic, and my daughter is going to see me in a toxic relationship, and it's going to carry on, because that's what people consider as generational curse. Because when you have something going on in your life, like me, I'm her mom, I'm with her dad is toxic, I have to end that relationship because I don't want my children to see me be a mom. I'm struggling, my partner is toxic, always disrespecting me. Like, a man putting his hands on you is also disrespectful, but also a man cursing you out in front of your children, disrespecting you, even if it's a woman doing that to you as a man, that's disrespectful. So you don't want your children to think that abusing their partner is okay. So I said no to a violent relationship, because there's a child involved in it. Even if it wasn't a child involved in it, I walked away. I said, I choose myself and I choose my child. We're gonna walk away and we're gonna be fine. Guys, after I made that decision, I started crying. I'm like, after he left, I'm like, oh my God, maybe I should think it over. I stayed on business. When I tell you guys, I was locked in. When I made that decision, I was so locked in. I went back, before I went back to work, I was on unemployment. It was during the pandemic, so we were good. I paid my rent for like a good 6 months, and I waited. I had some money from my savings, and then I bought my car. So me and her, we were good. And then 2 years after, like, the whole COVID situation, my old job called me back, because I was working at the airport as a hostess. So they called me back, and then the pay got more, so I was able to do everything I wanted to do. But don't forget, you cannot outrun your frequencies. So when things are going a certain way, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And when I started like going low on my savings, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this child? At that time I was okay. I had support. I had people who supported me. But I was just like, oh my God, I need to figure out what I'm going to do in my life. I cannot be doing this for the rest of my life. I need to figure out what I want to do. So I started looking into stuff. I downloaded TikTok. I started looking into stuff. I started finding stuff about the power of manifestation. The first book that popped up was Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I didn't pay attention to that, but going back into it, I kind of like noticed, like, Dr. Joseph Spencer will pop up on my For You page on TikTok, and also Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Secret, all of those things. And then fast forward in 2022, I met Pierre, and he was like, oh, I'm going to introduce you to certain things. And he introduced me to the power of manifestation, which I've manifested certain things before. You're always manifesting. But I wasn't as deep as I am now into it. I didn't understand it in a scientific way. I just understood it in like, oh yeah, there's this, if you do this, you get this. So basically now I understand it. I manifested another job, and then I had the support of me learning the power of manifestation, guys. And then also this year, I made another bold decision. I said no. Because when you know yourself and you know that everything comes from within you, no one can take that away from you. You see, somebody can come here, they take my lip gloss, they take my face mask, they take my perfumes, they take everything. They take the whole house. But the power that is within you for you to alchemize anything into your physical reality, No one can take that away from you. No one. Because you and God are one. And God is within you. God is within you. That's why I had the satisfaction of saying no. Because I was like, no. And God doesn't want you to suffer. God doesn't want you to suffer. I don't care what anybody says, trials and tribulation. No. God did not create me, put me in my mom's stomach for 9 months, and did everything for me. Made sure I had my eyes, my eyebrows, my forehead, my nose, my lips, my cheeks. And then I have every other part of my body that's functioning, my heart, my lungs, my kidneys, all of those things, just for me to suffer? The moment that I know that I am responsible for my own physical reality and I started experiencing it, nobody can tell me anything right now. People can tell me, oh, that I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care. Because this is what I'm telling you guys. Experience those things for yourself. Like, for example, if you want to manifest maybe like $40. Let's just say you want to manifest $40. You focus on gratitude. You're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I have $40. Every time that your limited beliefs try to make you feel like you don't have that $40, remind yourself like, hey, I already have $40. I already have $40. You reaffirm it. You reaffirm it because you know that everything that you ask God for, because God is within you, you know that you're gonna receive it. And also, when you watch other people manifest their stuff into their reality, you're like, man, Empress manifested an internship. Empress manifested this, did that. I am here to inspire you, and you are here to inspire me, because I am you and you are me. So we are one. So if I'm here sharing my story with you guys and you're inspired, I just want you to know, whatever you're manifesting, whenever the doubt comes to mind, you say, I already have it, and it's right here in my hand. I have $40 in my hand. I have my $40 in my hand, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so thankful for it. Look at my $40, my $2 bill, my two $20 bills. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. Oh yeah, I bought pizza with $40. I was able to buy pizza for my whole family. We had a pizza party. Yeah, I enjoyed my $40. And guys, the more you focus on gratitude, the more you receive, because it acts as an amplifier. It signals back into the void saying, hey, Empress is aware that she has $40. Now reality is going to, it's gonna come from the void, and everything to make it happen will happen. So you could be walking down the street and somebody give you $40, or one of your family members could give you $40, or one of your family members can buy pizza or food that costs $40, and you're like, $40. You don't physically have to receive the $40. If somebody does something that amounts to that money that you were manifesting, then there you go. That's all you need, because you are just here to experience it. Your job is not to figure out who's going to give you $40, when you're going to give $40. Your job is to be aware that you already have $40. You become the version of somebody who has $40. That is it. And you focus on gratitude. You don't let it go. You don't say, oh my God, I only have $30. No, I'm missing $10. No, you have $40. And you focus on gratitude. The more you focus on the fact that you already have it, it's in your reality. Because God does not care if you are a good person, a bad person. You decide what you want to manifest in your physical reality, and it will come to you. Because there's a verse in the Bible that says, if I ask my Father for fish, I will get fish. So if you ask God for a face mask, you will get a face mask. You will not get a lip balm. You see what I mean, right? So if I ask God for a face mask, I will get a face mask, not a lip balm. Because it's you and God that decides. God is within you, and everything is you. So whatever you perceive yourself to have, or you want to experience, you're going to experience it. Whether it's 2 weeks from now, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's in a few minutes after you finish watching this video, and you're like, and somebody just call you and like, hey, what's your Zelle? Like, what number do you use for Zelle? Oh, what's your Cash App username? What's your Venmo? Can I Apple Cash you $40. That is all. So whether you believe it or not, whatever you say to yourself, it will happen. I love when people be like, oh, same shit, different day, same BS. I don't do that. I don't even like to tell people, I don't even like to do morning greetings. I say, wonderful day we're having. It's a blessed day. It's a beautiful day. It's a day full of prosperity, because you have to bless your day. And it says that in the Bible. When you wake up in the day, notice I'm not using the word morning. When you wake up in the day, you say, God, I am so thankful and so grateful for this day. It's a beautiful day. It's a day full of peace. It's a day full of prosperity. It's a day full of wonderful, beautiful moments. You bless your day. So whatever happens, because if you're already telling yourself that it's a different day and it's going to be the same thing, then you're going to experience the same thing. You're going to, because everybody have their own energetic field. So you're going to experience the same thing. So bless your day, guys. Bless your evenings. And also, stay focused on gratitude. Because if I could walk away from a toxic relationship and say no when it came to my career choice, after being trained for it, like, you would think I would get the position where I trained for it. No. So what ended up happening with the whole situation with the position is that I was scrolling through my Instagram, I was just living my best life, guys. I would go out with my friends. I hang out. I go to dinners. I take pictures. I'm living the life, because listen, you don't need the job. You are the job because of your frequency, because of your energy. I've seen people who haven't worked in like 3 years and they have their car, they have their house, they have everything. They're always traveling. They're always going out. And you're just like, whoa. You're like, I work 143 hours every week, and what do I get? Because it's not about anything physical. It's all about your energy. Your energy is your currency. I tell you guys that all the time. Your energy is your currency. I don't care. Like, I didn't care. Like, I paid my rent two months in advance. Everybody was shocked. I paid my rent. Still have more money. Still have more money coming. And I received more money. I received another $5,000. I was living my life. I kept my lifestyle the way I wanted it. I got my nails done, my hair done. I go shopping in my favorite grocery store. I had all my favorite liquors. Like, I don't care. You have to be able to function whether you have the physical thing which was helping you function, because you cannot rely on the 3D, because you bring everything to life into the 3D. So how are you relying on something that you created, that you co-created with God? Why are you relying? It's like me relying on this daisy for it to make my life better. Oh, dandelion, actually, that's a dandelion. It's like me relying on it. No, I cannot rely on it to make me look beautiful. I should already know that I look beautiful with or without it. Because you have to find out, like, hey, I'm okay whether I have it or not, because everything comes from within me. So you have to be more attached to your inner world, because there should be no reason why, if I don't have my phone, I'm not happy. I don't like people like that, because what do you mean? You could walk down the street, you meet somebody, you talk to them. You could go to the library, you reading a book, and somebody else is reading the same book as you. You made a friend. You're talking to somebody, you're socializing. You go to the beach, you do something. Because if God takes away certain things that you have and you become unhappy, that means that those things are the things that you dependent on to be happy. You should be happy from within you. Your happiness comes from within. If your happiness doesn't come from within, you will always need something to fill that void, because you're not truly happy within. Because without that thing, you're going to be sad. And that's not how manifestation works. Manifestation works when you are at peace within yourself, whether you believe it or not. If you say, I have a lot of dandelion flowers, whether you believe it or not, you're gonna attract dandelion flowers in your life, because there is an impersonal law. So whatever you say to yourself, that's what you experience. So whatever men think of himself, that's what men is. I think, therefore I am. So guys, it was a pleasure. I will be posting next time again, but to be honest with you guys, it's been 3 months since I have gotten the position of the field where I want to work in. It's been amazing. I love my employees. I love certain things that I'm learning, and some people I work with, I really love them. I really care about them. I see them as family, and the environment where I work, it's really peaceful. It's really quiet. Guys, I'm so excited, you know. And also, I already have my own restaurant. I don't care. I already have it. I already have everything that I want in my reality, and I'm already monetized on YouTube. So as Master P is already monetized on YouTube, and he has about 30,000 subscribers. So, and me, I have 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you guys are the best, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, you are the best. You've always experienced the best. You always get a lot of money. You're perfectly healthy. Everything that you do is amazing. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're just that person. Your energy is beautiful, and your energy carries you to wonderful places. And much love to all of you guys. I'll see you next time, family. Bye.